Hello, this is Get Carter, and I'm back with some more Oxygen Not Included. We had a very sad death. Bubbles is no longer with us, which you're going to disconnect. Which is very sad. We will get a replacement for her. We have got a spare bed now, just sitting there, and I got rid of that mess table. I got rid of the plants, so I could put a mess table in there, and that'll cover the 7th person. Now, do we have anyone we like? Quick learner is always good. Doesn't really matter about care. Destructive, I'm not really fond of. Slow learner, interior decorator. Does have mole. Supply. Can't dig, really isn't. Yeah, we'll risk the destructive response. Hopefully not, but we're going to do you. Welcome to the colony. So we're just trying to get our power sorted out, get a coal generator in there, get a couple of batteries. We will remove these two once those two are up and active. We're also putting in our fire poles, which I think I forgot about. Now, the next thing I'm going to probably do after that is I'll switch all of these millwood to bristle blossoms. Or maybe not all of them. Yeah, I'll do all of them, and I'll turn this into a farm. What do I want? Do some iron. We'll make this into a farming room. Now what we just need to do is deconstruct that. We're going to put a block there. Just so if we have any accidents or spills, the water will stay there and won't go into our clean water supply or down here. We are doing a little bit more metal. So that will be done hopefully shortly. It's not very efficient to obviously do this setup, but it's just temporary and I'll move it later. You're washing your hands. So what I'm really looking for is a decent water supply before I start doing the water for the hand washing and the toilets. Because otherwise I suspect if I don't, I'll just chew through it quickly, and if I don't find it then I'm going to have an issue. Now, I'm really hoping that the Wheezeworts are down in here. And what we will do is... Can't do it yet, can we? We'll do that and that. And we'll dig through there. Fingers crossed we'll find something. Yeah, so we haven't got the priority up for that because I want to concentrate on getting... so there's both batteries done. We just need to get the power in, and they're about to go to sleep. Now we will want to get some iron, so we've got a few options available to us. As in, we could... I might do this all in one ladder, so at least it's a little bit more even. Actually, we can cancel those two, and we will go do that. And we can get some coal at the same time we get some iron. We have got plenty of coal for the moment, but you always can do with more. Get that done. Not that. Oops. So that won't be the... 5. We won't make that the highest priority, but at some point we will do that. Go to 1. Otherwise it will never get done. Alright, so we've still got to dig out that, but we haven't set the priority very high. Come on. So they're putting in some of the automation wire. If needs be, I can expand this area to have another coal generator in. But I think for the moment we're going to have plenty of power, even with doing the light sources for the bristle blossoms. You don't even need to be anything. Although, what do we need for... Oh no, sleep weeds. Until I get a water supply, I don't really want to do lice leaf. Just because it does chew up a fair amount of water. And I want a continuous supply before I start using up a lot of my clean water. We have still got, obviously, a lot, but when we start growing the bristle blossoms, that'll use up a fair bit anyway. So we're going to put you there. And we'll put ladder down there, ladder there. And we'll get rid of this bit here, I think. So if you... Now, we don't want to delete all. Delete that, and deconstruct that, please. And we'll put you in there. Alright, so that'll get us our room. We'll put some lights in up here. And then we'll connect them up. So, what I want. Lighting. Ceiling light. Now, how many am I going to have to do? Just actually thinking what I might do is drop... Cancel that, cancel that, cancel that. And what we'll do is drop this down one, and that'll give the... Yeah, we'll drop it down one, and that'll give them a little bit more light. Oh no, I want that. I think what I want to do is go... Doom, doom. So we'll put that one in. And that will mean we will... What am I doing? Get rid of that, get rid of that, that. Now what we do want to put in is our farm tiles. In all the spots where we're not going to have the air tiles. You go there, you go there. Ah. Get that done. We'll delete all of these. We can also always grow some more bristle blossom, some more mealwood if we need it over here or something. That'll be all good. With only 7 in the colony at the moment, just having an entire thing of bristle blossom should be fine. And that'll also cut down on our dirt, even though we've got tons, I think. Yeah, 57. So we got lots of dirt if we need it. We will pick some research. I don't need that yet. Now, we do have thermal sensors. I might look at the thermal sensors for now, and then we'll maybe go up to the animal trapping and or the plastics. Maybe the plastics first. So they're getting done. They will get chopped. What I will do is I'll put that on 5 so that gets cleared out and sorted out. Why was I removing you? Can't remember. Now, have you got... you haven't been picked up yet. I did put down... I thought I'd put down a tasteful memorial, but maybe... Maybe I did not. We'll just put it down somewhere for the moment. Put it down here. And maybe get that done ASAP. Just put that down there. Alright, so that's done. Alright, so it might be a case of just waiting a little bit. Now I'll just double check. So they... I would really like all of that done. Alright, so we have got a coal generator in place. Now we've got that wire ready to go out. We're going to... that's right, we're going to get rid of these ones. But why would we? Apparently I felt the need to go up one. I think because this is going to be our exit out eventually. So once I move the toilets, this will be the way out. And this will be where the tubes are to go to different locations. That's why we want to basically deconstruct these two once the power kicks in there. What we will want to do as well is get that done. Yeah, nearly done that. Poor Bubbles. She's a really good digger too. Now, did we... Oh, Frankie. We might put him... It's not his best, but we might get him to be a digger. I know he does like digging, that's right. Just at least that way we can... we'll leave you. We can replace Bubbles. Which I'm sure they'll eventually get around to burying. Come on. Is that on? Oh no, it's not. Go, put it on 9. Get it done. We got most of, not most, a few of our fire poles in. There is a lot of work that we're doing. We've still got those there as well. I would like to get this done ASAP so I can at least turn on my coal generation and remove the manual generators. But that will be done soon enough. You're only on a 5, you're on a 6. We will get rid of the compost eventually when we switch the toilets to just all water. No, we can't see anything else. I had a quick look before. I cannot see any hidden anything like volcanoes or anything like that. We've got the 2 nullifiers we found, but non-temperature doesn't show up anything. So it's a little bit strange. The playthroughs I'd had before, like I'd found volcano like stuff like closer to the starting point, but there doesn't seem to be anything around this starting point at all, which is a bit of a shame. So that's just clearing out stuff and getting iron. That's all fine. We've closed off that so it doesn't melt anymore. We will probably do this one next, and we'll use a chlorine gas vent to avoid any slime lung or anything bad like that. We will eventually do a suit. I think once we've cleaned out this area, we'll do a suit entrance. No, maybe up here. What's the temperature? The temperature's actually really low there. Might do a suit entrance in here, and then just try to clear out all that slime using the chlorine gas to basically kill all of it. And we'll just do an oxygen. We have researched them, haven't we? Yeah, we'll do a deoxynizer to get rid of the polluted oxygen. So I think they die. The gems only survive in polluted oxygen. They'll die in everything else, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so we have power. Sort of. Shouldn't you be plugged into... Oh yeah. That might help. Alright, so that'll do that. Yeah, you're on a 6. Does that include the... I don't know. Put you on a 7 and the heavy wire is on a 6. It's fine, it'll get done. So they're all hooked up now, I think. It's just odd that the batteries aren't... Do need to rig up that as well. Alright. So we should be able to get rid of... Hang on, let's see where the power's going. Alright, so power should be going in there. Power should be going to the base. We'll have to have multiple lines at some point, but we don't have to worry about it now. So what we should be able to do is deconstruct these 2 and deconstruct power wires there, because theoretically, there we go, they're starting to charge up with the coal generator. We shouldn't be chewing up that much power. We can deconstruct that one, and that will keep a little bit of heat out of our base, so it won't be being generated. Let's get rid of you. As well. So you 2 are going to go. We'll deconstruct that. No, we'll switch it to that and deconstruct that one. We'll put in that there. Possibly I could have moved up that entire level. I still can actually. If I deconstruct you, just so I don't have to go up and down. Do that. And we'll put you on, yeah, 5 priority would be fine. Alright, so we've got coal generation, which is set to... We don't want it to... which one are you connected? We don't want it to go up to 100%. It's... that's right, that's on there. So this one's on the... coal generation. And we'll kick it in when it gets to... say 85-30. And we'll go to this one up to 90. And we'll only kick in on... say 20. Because that one's going to the manual generator, so we don't want that to kick in as quickly. Only really want that in if we... oh, well away as well. Get... first technically I could put it here. Alright, there we go. Now we should also be done the... yeah. So what we can do is disable you and disable you. So that won't do anything anymore. Alright, so we should have, yeah, heaps of refined iron. Especially since we took out the other 2 batteries. This will eventually charge up. That'll kick in. Bubbles we really need. Why is that unreachable? Ah, yeah, so that. So we'll do you. And poor Bubbles will be able to be laid to rest. We'll just do that. Alright, so that'll get done. So we buried our first colonist. What we will do is deconstruct this at some point. Right, so that's done, that's done. That's going to be done. And those 2 will be done eventually. They're going to do that and open up this area. Alright, so the next thing we want to do is we've got our power sorted out for the most part. We've got a second place to put a power transformer when we need it. This will not be hooked up. Right, so we'll hook that up. So the secondary power will be hooked up. Now we've got all of this, so what we'll do is deconstruct all of that. And we will also deconstruct all of that. What I might do is leave, I think, that one. And deconstruct that one as well. So that will give us, it'll mean less lights. Or it should mean less lights. No, it's not going to let us do it now. So we'll do some more blossom seeds. It'll show up a bit more water, but that's fine. We'll be able to get lots of water at some point. As soon as we find it. Now we want these things planted sooner rather than later, so we can start getting some more food, because our food will drop. You can deconstruct. We'll keep that ladder for now, because that's just an easy way to get down. Now, and what we want to do is copy settings. Across there. Deconstruct that. So we don't need them. What we need to put in is some lights. Alright, so we should be able to get... put a light there. So that's... there. So where does this one go? So it doesn't cover 4 of them. So if I put a thing... typical. Typical. Because it'll only cover 3. 3. Yeah, so we can't do, although I do 1, 2, because I think these technically, no, because the lights chew up 10 power and the lamps chew up 5 power. So what I might do, I'm going to have the air vents anyway, so I might actually change this up and deconstruct that, and deconstruct that. And not you, not you. And so we'll do that. And we're going to put a lamp here, in effect. So we'll put the airflow tile in there, and we'll put a farm tile in here. So that'll be those 3. And then maybe if we do a ceiling lamp, do a ceiling lamp there, which will cover that, and then we want to, what are we going to do? We deconstruct that and deconstruct that, and we'll switch them about, and we'll put a lamp on that one. Ah, you're asleep. So we'll put a lamp basically there. And that way we've got 2 lamps. And the light can cover 7, I think. Light covers all of those. Yeah. That'll do. Looks good. We've still got our air tile, so the airflow still goes through. So there. More blossom seeds. And what I might actually do is deconstruct that one and put another blossom seed there. It hasn't got the highest ventilation, but it's good enough. And that'll get us a little bit extra food. Put airflow tiles up here, and we'll put, what do I want? That up there and there and there and there. Ah, but we're not going to have our room. It's not going to work because the room's too big. Ah, I'm an idiot. Because it can only be 96. I wonder if we could... This is a bit pointless, but I'm not going to change it all now. Or maybe I can. How do I want to do this? Damn it. I'm going to have to redo all of that. I kind of forgot that the rooms have to be 96. But while we're doing it from scratch, is it just easier to do... That's 3 there. I need to uproot. Tell you what, if we deconstruct that stuff, and we'll see how we go. Alright, so a lamp just might be easier in the end, because if it's only 4 high, the light bulbs aren't really the most useful. So 3, 3, 3. And I'll go there anyway. Alright, so all we'll do is we'll deconstruct all of that. Oops. And that. And that. And we'll go back and put in No, not you. Where'd you go? There. Let's do it. Put in some airflow tiles on the that, and that. And we'll put in our food tiles on like that. There's our food. Oh, we got plenty of food. So do that. What's that dirt there? Oh, four. And we'll need to run power. So we'll run power up there. No. We want to run iron, please. Iron power line there. And there. And there. And there. And we want to put in Bristle Blossoms plant. Copy. Get that done. Alright, so that should give us plenty of food. And there is one thing I forgot. I wanted to make you two. Deconstruct. Deconstruct. We'll put the farm thing down there. That one. And we should have heaps. Not heaps of fertilizer, but we should have some fertilizer. Now, please tell me you researched it. Yep. So, farm station there. We got there in the end. I just forgot about the room size limits. So nearly done with that. You don't have power because you're not connected up yet. But they will have. We'll add more into that. You can go. I probably could have had only 3 lamps, but that's alright. I'm happy that the airflow tiles are where they are. So I'm not that fussed about it. Now what do we need? We need a farmer. So Otto is a farm hand. Joshua actually enjoys farming, but that's right. Otto will be able to do the job. We'll be able to get our accelerated growth and agriculture, fertilizer. We have got a fair amount of fertilizer from the toilets, so that'll be good. And once we start the natural gas production, then obviously we'll get a lot more fertilizer. Bubbles has been laid to rest. You're on a 7 to make sure you get filled up when you need power. Alright, so these things are starting to grow. We'll get that in, get that in. Stuff isn't growing there because the wires aren't connected yet. Oops. But that's alright. So that's all. No, we've got one more farm to do. Joshua's having a little nap. Right, come on, do the last bits, please. Connect up the wires would be good. Oh, they're delivering. Actually, what is their priority? I do want them on a 6. Because food is very important. So we'll have one. What to do to plant. I need you to do your wiring, please. What are you doing? Alright, so delivering more things. There we go. We just got one more bit of wire to do, and that will be done. And we need the doors done, so it counts as being inside the greenhouse. And we'll probably look at sorting out these beds. We don't need that there. We can get another. We can get another duplicate in. There should be. Yeah, there's heaps of decor there. So we want. What do we want? Furniture for cots. Go there. So that's got the greenhouse. We'll leave that open and that open because we don't need it. Alright, so Otto's now making some fertilizer. Or fertilizer. Micronutrient fertilizer. So that'll speed up the growth. That'll get us more food. And we've got these ones up here, and we've got our millwood that's going as well. We'll keep an eye on the food. Where is it? Are they in storage here? I don't know. We do have the stuff here, but there's not enough carbon dioxide. I'm hoping that it will be enough soon enough. But we'll see how we go. Eventually I do want all the food in the ration box in there. But we'll get to that at some point, actually. How about we do it now? I might just get this set up now so they can start getting carbon dioxide go into this area. And eventually it will fill up enough that we should be able to maintain a sterile environment. But what I'll do is I'll just get that built off camera, and we'll call it quits on this episode, and I'll see you next time.